Elon Musk has said humans could land on Mars as early as 2029. Is that a bold prediction, or is it just too optimistic? Landing people on Mars is so much more than building a powerful rocket. It means solving some of the most complex engineering, biological, and logistical puzzles humanity has ever faced. So, the real question isn't if asterisk will go to Mars, but when we can realistically overcome all these hurdles. Over the years, Elon Musk has given some pretty aggressive timelines. At one point, 2029 was the target for a human landing. More recently, the conversation has shifted toward the mid-2030s. This shift is important because, in the world of aerospace, early timelines are often aspirational. They're meant to light a fire under the teams, attract funding, and speed up development. But at the end of the day, space missions are governed by physics, reliability, and unforgiving safety standards. The entire Mars plan hinges on one massive vehicle, Starship. This isn't just another rocket. Starship is designed to be fully reusable, incredibly powerful, and capable of hauling huge payloads into orbit and beyond. If it works as intended, it could slash the cost of space travel and make large-scale cargo missions to Mars possible. But before any human steps on board, Starship has a lot to prove. First, it has to demonstrate repeated, reliable orbital launches. Success can't be a one-off. It has to launch, reach orbit, survive a fiery re-entry, and land safely, over and over again. In aerospace, reliability is built through repetition. Second, they have to master orbital refueling. A single Starship can't carry enough fuel from Earth to get to Mars with a full load. The plan is for multiple tanker Starships to meet up with it in Earth's orbit and top off the tank. Transferring that much cryogenic fuel in space, at this scale, has never been done operationally. This step has to work perfectly, because without it, a Mars mission is a non-starter. Third, Starship has to be human-rated. This is a rigorous certification process that demands strict safety standards, backup systems for everything, emergency abort options, and super reliable life support. Just getting this certification can take years. Then comes one of the hardest parts, actually landing on Mars. The Martian atmosphere is tricky. It's thick enough to generate scorching heat during entry, but it's way too thin to slow down a heavy spacecraft like Starship with just parachutes. This giant vehicle will have to survive extreme heating, decelerate at just the right rate, fire its engines at the perfect moment, and land vertically with pinpoint accuracy. This whole sequence has never been attempted with a vehicle this large carrying people. And landing successfully is only half the battle. The astronauts have to get back home. The plan relies on making rocket fuel on Mars itself, using local resources. This is called in situ resource utilization, or ISRU. The idea is to take carbon dioxide from the Martian air and water from the soil to produce methane and oxygen. This fuel would power the return trip. Without it, they have to bring return fuel from Earth, which would make the mission massively more complex and expensive. So before any humans go, robotic missions must land on Mars and prove that these fuel-making systems can work reliably in the extreme cold and survive the planet's notorious dust storms. And what about the humans themselves? A trip to Mars takes about 6 to 9 months, one way. For that entire time, astronauts will be exposed to deep space radiation outside the protection of Earth's magnetic field. This radiation increases cancer risk and could even affect the nervous system. While shielding helps, it also adds a lot of weight to the spacecraft, which then requires more fuel. Microgravity is another huge issue. Spending months in weightlessness causes muscles to weaken and bones to lose density. Astronauts on the International Space Station exercise for hours every day to fight this, but they still experience bone loss. Mars does have gravity, but it's only about 38% of Earth's. We don't yet know if that's enough to keep humans healthy long-term. And we can't forget the psychological challenges. A Mars mission means extreme isolation and confinement. Communication with Earth will have a delay of up to 22 minutes each way. That means no real-time conversations. The crew will have to be highly autonomous and prepared to handle any medical emergencies on their own, without immediate help from mission control. The logistics are also mind-boggling. One landing doesn't create a colony. A sustainable presence requires habitats, power systems, backup life support, spare parts, medical facilities, and maybe even a way to grow food. Building all of this would require many, many cargo missions. And there's a catch. The launch window to Mars only opens up every 26 months, when the planets are aligned just right. Miss that window, and you have to wait over 2 years for the next one. So, a realistic timeline would probably unfold in phases. Through the late 2020s, we'll see more Starship testing, focusing on reliability and maybe even the first demonstrations of orbital refueling. We might see early uncrewed cargo missions to Mars, testing the landing systems and deploying some initial hardware. Then, from the late 2020s into the early 2030s, the focus would shift to perfecting refueling and achieving a high flight rate. Robotic missions would have to prove that making fuel on Mars is possible and start setting up basic infrastructure. This is also when the human rating certification would hopefully be completed. If all those milestones are hit, a cautious, crewed mission could be on the table in the early to mid-2030s. This would likely be a short stay on the surface, more of a proof of concept than the start of a city. After that, building a sustainable settlement would stretch into the late 2030s and 2040s, with longer stays, bigger habitats, and experiments in manufacturing and farming on Mars. True, large-scale colonization would take decades. Of course, a few things could speed this up. Rapid breakthroughs in technology, flawless vehicle performance, and strong funding could push things forward. But a major setback, a vehicle failure, problems with fuel production, or unforeseen health risks could delay missions for years. History shows that these incredibly complex projects almost always take longer than first planned. So, while a 2029 landing is technically possible if everything goes perfectly, it seems highly ambitious. A mid-2030s timeline feels more grounded in the engineering realities we've talked about. But the exact date isn't the most important thing here. For the first time in history, a fully reusable, heavy-lift rocket is being built with the specific goal of going to Mars. The progress made in the next few years will define how quickly humanity can become a multi-planetary species. We will get to Mars, eventually. The real challenge is getting the technology, biology, economics, and planetary alignments to all sync up. When the first humans finally step onto that red soil, it won't just be a technological triumph, it will be a turning point for our entire species. The timeline may shift, but the destination is clear. The journey has already begun. Thanks for watching. If you're excited about the future of space exploration, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives like this one.